catching it right there.
Hey, welcome into the Next Round Cocktail Hour. We are live. I am Lance Taylor from the Next Round. That is Brittany Wagner. That is Kelly Hunter.
Hi.
We do this every single Tuesday where we basically drink and we talk advice, adventure, adulting. We take your comments, any questions for the girls. We've got Chicken Cock out here, new bourbon sponsor. You love the name, don't you?
I do love the name. It cracks me up every time.
Okay, so they used to use the chicken feathers to stir cocktails, i.e. cocktail.
And this is one of the I went and read the whole thing. Like, this is one of the oldest and most.
It is.
My mind went straight to the gutter.
I know it did. Well, most people's would, and especially when you've got the bottle the way it is, but it's very unique, right?
It's very
very ribbed.
Philly.
Now made with real chicken cock. So they know they were passing it on to you.
So we've got the regular bourbon, we've got the rye. I like both. The rye's got a little spice to it, which is great. These are both available at ABC stores if you're watching us in Alabama. If you're watching us out of state, they have got more essentials out there. But locally, you can just ask your ABC store, or you can go to chickencockwhiskey.com. We're drinking it on the ice. I usually drink it
cheers.
Just neat, but it is good on ice.
We made it. When we worked on TV, we always joke that there should be a show about how the news got on the news each day, because it was such a clusterfuck every single day. You were amazed that things made it to the news.
Did you find that the person with the biggest ego was typically the anchors?
At times.
Yeah.
It was usually, the lead people. And then there were some prima donnas who'd been around the block a time or two. So,
TV.
You're the lead people.
No,
TV.
Obviously not in radio.
Yeah, TV is much different than
This
radio.
is TV, folks.
Well,
I just figured this out. This is chicken wire.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's so
Have
creative.
You ever been to a bar with chicken wire, like protecting the band?
Yeah.
Like in the movie Roadhouse?
It's a good place.
Is it time to walk out then?
Depends.
Do you guys ever go into a bar? Because there's a couple of local popular bars here where you get patted down and.
What?
Yeah.
I've never been patted down at a bar.
Well, I mean,
in an airport, but never in a bar.
Look like,
I don't look like I'm packing.
But we had a story today on Trash on the Table. There was a 23-year-old. They were at a party. They got in a fight because one of them was stealing vapes from the other, and the 23-year-old pulled a 9mm on her. And we saw the mugshots. They look like normal looking girls, but it's probably a bad start to.
I remember back when everybody was getting checked when we were flying. I had a one way. The way I had to get my ticket was one way to Las Vegas and then back to Atlanta. And so they flagged me, pulled me out, did the full search. And the guy behind me was like, yeah, it's typically the tall blondes that are really bringing the airplanes down. I was like, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. As I've had to take off every article of clothing that could be, and they've searched my bag and everything. It's like, that's okay.
And that was pre 9/11, right?
It was right after 9/11. Okay. But but again, it's typically the tall blondes that are
equal opportunity,
taking them out of the air. So hey, it's okay.
So again, we're going to get into advice, adventure, adulting with Kelly Hunter and Brittany Wagner. I'm Lance Taylor. We do this every Tuesday. We might have a little fluctuation in time next week. We might be going right after the Next Round live, just because we've got to go to Ocean City, Maryland, which I've never been to.
That's going to be lovely.
You guys?
I've been to Baltimore. Is it close?
I've been to Annapolis.
It's in state. I don't know.
I mean, I've been to Baltimore, and there's the ocean,
the bay
side of Baltimore. I don't know.
I've been to Annapolis.
No
and
idea.
That's gorgeous. And I know I've only seen pictures of Ocean City. Isn't Ocean City where part of what was the movie with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson? Wedding Crashers. I thought Ocean City was where it was supposed to be.
I know it was in Maryland, right?
Yeah, I think it was the nice house and the boat and everything. That was supposed to be part of Ocean City.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard it's like Panama City on the Atlantic coast. I've heard that there's a bar that rivals Floribama there.
Wow.
It's a big
Here we
fishing
go.
rodeo. So yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Check it out. Report back.
I'm not afraid to check this out.
I think it's good because, as I joke, we go down to the beach, and we go down to the beach. So it's hot where we are, and we go where it's hotter. And I'm always like, why do we do that? It's already 1,000,000 degrees here. Why don't we go a little bit north?
But their beaches are rocky over there on the Atlantic.
Yes, that's the thing. Atlantic's just not as nice as what
With
we
the water, I know the water quality is.
But I'm excited. Keith Wisenhunt is the guy that runs the Renaissance Inn there. It's a Marriott property, and it's a resort there. And so they're having us. I mean, we saw the layout of where we're broadcasting from, looking over the Atlantic today.
Beautiful.
It's gonna be pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
And I really deserve it. And Michael Jordan is going to be there, and
wow, why?
Warren Sapp. Michael Jordan is a big angler, I guess you would call it.
Okay.
Fisherman.
Okay.
And
He's
so
got to do something.
he fishes in these big tournaments. And I think like the MC this year is Warren Sapp. I think that's what it is. So
Is there like a fishing rodeo
supposed
that
to be a
weekend
great
or
party.
something?
Yeah.
Or a tournament?
Are you going to get him on the show?
we're trying, yeah. I think Warren Sapp, we've got a really good shot. Michael Jordan. Bobby said, what happened to this thing starting at 3:30?
Sorry,
Damn
Bobby.
it, man.
Bobby.
That's on me. That's on me. We had a big meeting afterwards, and we were a little low on manpower, and I don't really know how to push that button and turn it off. Most people who know how technically challenged I am. So, yeah, we had to do that.
Thanks
Somebody
for
wants to know.
tuning in early.
Jason wants to know thoughts on the Barbie movie.
I haven't seen it.
I tried to get tickets on Sunday. It was sold out, like in all the
I haven't
theaters.
seen
All
it.
the theaters we were gonna try
Yeah,
to
my
go to.
daughter saw it. She loved it. Thought it was like the best movie ever. Thinks Ryan Gosling is next level smoking hot. I
So
want to
she'd be
see
excited
it,
if
but
you
I
brought
haven't seen
Gosling
it.
home.
Yeah. I mean, I think
we all would. Be.
I would be
was
excited.
like, all right,
Everyone
nicely
would
done.
be excited if I brought
That's-
Gosling
I mean,
home.
yeah.
Except that he's married, I'm pretty sure.
And that's
Yeah.
he's with Ava Mendes.
Oh yeah, I
Isn't
can compete with that all day long.
Semantics.
Jesus. Yeah, she loved it. I've seen a lot of stuff, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But
So-
I will see
Have you
it.
seen
Yeah,
it?
no, I don't want to see it.
Come
on.
Leighton saw it on the Friday. All the kids went and saw it Friday night, and then Leighton went back on Sunday night.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, I'll
So
see it.
It's crushing at the box office.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's done like $750 million on a
Well,
$150 million budget.
Is there
That's
anything
all-
else
that's
that's like on that level to see right now? Like
Oppenheimer.
it's-
People are talking
Well, I know,
about
but here's the
Oppenheimer.
thing. Barbie movie, Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
I kind of think Barbie's a little bit lighter.
Yeah, a
Might
little
have-
bit.
You know,
Oppenheimer's
Atomic
3
bombs.
hours
Yeah.
too.
so that's why I was like, what is Barbie's competition right now? Like, if you're like, oh, I want to go see something light and fun that I've heard about, it's either
Yeah.
Yeah,
Barbie.
that is more of a
It's
summer
true.
movie. Oppenheimer's
Yeah.
a little deeper than that.
Yeah.
Bobby says nowhere close to Baltimore. It's on the other side of Chesapeake Bay, which I
Oh,
don't know
thank
where
you
that
for
is,
the
but-
geography because we are clueless.
Michael says Brittany is tan. I actually said the same
Yes.
thing when I
Thanks,
saw her.
Michael. I just got back from the beach for the
third time, fourth
fourth
time.
time this summer.
Who's counting?
Yeah, I went to Seaside or Rosemary. I was in Rosemary. It was awesome, beautiful.
Did you get dressed up every
As
night?
always, we did not leave the condo.
That's good.
We ordered takeout, and I like yesterday was the first day I had put makeup on in like 7 days because we didn't go anywhere.
When we were down there, I would go over because at Cowgirl Kitchen they make the best sausage balls. If
My
you
daughter
ever
went to Cowgirl Kitchen every night. I
go
think.
and get their sausage balls and you make them for breakfast the next
La
morning.
Crema's the best place down there.
They are,
I like La Crema too.
but I would go over there like still coming off the beach, and everybody's like
Oh yeah,
hair, makeup,
it's next level.
maxi dress, and I was like, I can't beach like
It's
that.
next level
That's just
bougie,
not
yeah.
me.
I ate at Krabby Steve's. It's the only place we ate at, but you go there in like your bathing suit.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Yeah, I haven't. Krabby Steve's has crushed it too. Didn't they paint the roof though? It used to be blue, and it's a different color now.
I think it's still blue.
I don't know. I haven't been this summer.
got
It's
a
the first
bush
time I've been
walk.
forever.
I got
Sadly, not going to be able to make it
Yeah.
now.
Still a lot of
Well,
people. You're not.
I have
missing
one
anything.
more in me. One
What-
more beach trip.
It was
left.
Ocean City and the combination of Ocean City and Floribama, or a trip down to.
But you're also, I mean,
38.
Floribama counts. Like, how many times in a calendar year? How many times do you go down to Floribama?
Well, I mean, it just started this year, so we got invited for the first time last August, and we
Uh-huh.
went August, we went December, we went March,
Okay.
and we're back.
So,
So
sweet, yeah, once a quarter.
yeah,
That's not bad.
that's good.
That's
I like
good. That's good living if you can
Yeah.
do it. What do we start with today?
Shout out Steve Power. So again, advice, adulting, adventure, anything you guys want to throw at us, feel free. We'll get to the comments here in a little bit. It's next on Cocktail Hour with Brittany Wagner and Kelly Hunter. Okay, so Brittany sent this earlier, and I agree with this. Riding in the car with your kids, and she just said basically shit has changed.
Kelly
It's-
sent it. Yeah.
Oh, was that you that sent that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And it what came to me is on Saturday, I was texting you, and you and I were having very different Saturdays. You were at the pool with family and friends.
Yep.
I was hauling kids to the indoor trampoline place.
Mm.
And I
Brutal.
promised him I would do it. So we're driving there. And the Kylie song comes on of, like, I got a boy in my raster, but feed me pasta and lunch. If you want to hear 12-year-old girls like break in, they know every word to all of these songs. Like, and we listen to satellite radio because that's typically what
So
we
it's
do.
explicit version too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they know every single word to all of these songs. Now, yesterday I was driving to football practice and I had boys in my car, and I was like, anytime Cruel Summer comes on, guys, we're doing a Tony rendition of this. Like, it is on. And only 2 of them joined in.
Well, that only comes on every fourth song.
It does. But my point was, like, I was like, boy, but when you listen to the way these kids sing lyrics these days, because they listen to it on TikTok, they see it everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Pritch Law
It
says
was-
that sounds fucking miserable. which
It does.
I agree.
It was like me with I Like Big Butts.
Yeah.
I'm like, when I Like Big Butts came
But-
out, I had the cassette tape or whatever for it in my
Wore it
car.
out.
And my mom got in my car one day and it was in there. So it just replayed. And
Was this in Clinton, Mississippi?
Oh, in Clinton, Mississippi.
Nice.
She was mortified.
Did
'cause
you
it
roll
was
the windows
top-
down and turn it up?
Oh, yeah. I had the windows rolled down. My sunroof that you had to twist
Crank.
the top,
Yeah.
to open it. My mom gets in and it's like, I like big butts and I cannot lie. And my mother's like, what is this? Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Eject, rolls the window down, throws the cassette tape out the window. And I'm like, I like big butts today. It's like gospel music compared to
It
what
is,
we
but
listen
how
to.
many songs were like that on the radio when we listened to the radio back
Yeah,
then?
and like two.
It was a lot different. And now trying to find the clean version, like we'll start listening to one song and all of a sudden I'm like, whoa,
Well,
like,
I'll
can
tell you
I
another
get-
problem.
that's-
This cell phone, like I think you and I had a conversation or we text, but when you're on speaker when the kids are in there, like the first thing I always say is, "Hey, you're on speaker." By the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That,
You
that
gotta
is a
give it up.
courtesy. You don't just do that to somebody and not let them know that they're on speaker.
Yeah, I've got
And
some
you have
great
kids
stories
around.
about not knowing that I was on speaker and other people not
Yeah.
knowing they were on speaker. But I try to like give everybody that heads up. Lisa says greetings from Germany. How cool is that?
Lisa,
Oh, Peter
thanks.
saying,
I've always wanted to go to
That's
Germany.
super cool. How did
Again,
you?
I was supposed to
It's
go to
pretty-
Europe back in May. I think I told you guys.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, y'all, this
I'm
is
so curious though. Like Lisa, how did you? How
I'm
do
sorry,
You,
I have
how
to-
do you
I
know
wear
about
a
us?
trash
Why
bag.
are you watching in
I got
Germany? I
ice.
want to know.
I know, but I
Tell
feel
us.
like I
Type
need
it
to
in.
explain that I brought a bag of ice today because I was trying to be prepared, and we put it in a trash bag, so it looks like we're drinking trash bag ice.
Yeah, but it's not.
I
It's-
did learn also.
Which one am I having right now?
You want rye or you want regular? You had regular before.
I did.
You want to spice it up?
Spicing it up.
You know, y'all may know this because y'all are a cultured audience, but you know, you only use a highball glass when you have a non-carbonated beverage. If you have a carbonated beverage, you're supposed to use the tall highboy glass
I'm gonna
because
use
it keeps the bubbles.
I
in
did
there.
not. I'll let you finish. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Nor do I care.
Like
but
if you're drinking, like we're obviously drinking.
appreciate the knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do you
Wait.
want some?
No, I thought you were going to finish that one. I don't
I'll
want to
finish.
mix.
It's a little watery, but
Okay,
sure.
here. Well, then I'll put regular on top of it. Okay, so yeah, riding in the car, shit has changed, no doubt. But you know, when we rode in the car, this is probably more me and you. You probably were there though. Is I remember riding in the car in the front seat with no seatbelt.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember people smoking in the car nonstop.
Windows rolled up.
I remember my dad, we'd go on Sunday drives to look at stuff we couldn't have.
Oh.
Like my mom wanted to go look at houses, but we couldn't afford these houses. But my dad would pack a cooler and put it in the back seat. And so me and Shane, my older brother, we were the designated, we'd hand him
Yeah.
the beer. But he'd knock a 12 pack out just driving us around neighborhoods.
We
That's
had a
what-
station
I think that's
wagon.
front up on that.
That's what you would need.
I don't think you can do that anymore. But we
Oh, you
had a station
can.
wagon and we would sit in the back of the station wagon facing
Rear
the
facing.
back, the people that were behind us and like make obscene gestures and do
it's
stuff.
an entirely. But I remember watching a comedian one time saying, like, can you ever imagine, like, when you were younger, like reaching over and turning the radio that your parents were listening to,
Oh yeah.
like
no.
you, like immediate backhand, like. But now my kids are like, I don't like this song. I do have it. I hate any song that's fast forwarded, like that makes like that high pitched noise that they watch it on TikTok when they like the song is fast forward.
Yeah.
And it plays fast and they have a high pitch. I'm like, no, you cannot. We cannot listen to that.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
Dennis is asking, have y'all ever tried Sweet Lucy from Pritchard's Distillery? I have not.
I've not.
I'm willing to though.
Is it
I mean,
bourbon?
actually, we're
I'm guessing
open.
it's bourbon.
We're
Sweet-
willing to.
Sweet Lucy. I like the name.
Brett said afternoon.
Brett.
All love the outfits, ladies.
Thank you, Brett.
So there you go.
Thank you.
We kind of coordinated
We don't. We never meet.
unintentionally.
We're like
again.
backup singers. We always have like
it's so
like
weird.
kind of correlating outfits
I
that
know.
aren't the same, and so
The
yeah,
only
we're-
time we text about it is when we're like, don't dress up today.
Okay, so you mentioned you were at the beach last week.
Yes.
You didn't put on any makeup. Now you're going to Vegas on Thursday.
Yeah,
I
adulting.
assume you're going to have a lot of makeup on.
Uh-huh.
Are you really going to see Chippendales?
Yes.
Who are
I'm
you-
going
who
to
are you going
Vegas.
with?
I'm so excited. And also, I am the same level of excited as I am nervous because I'm going with my like wildest friend. Like the only person that I know that can drink me under the table.
Is she single?
Only female that I know that can
Is
drink
she
me.
single?
Oh my dear God.
No, I'm just asking how wild she is.
She's
like you can
wild.
only get so wild if you're not single.
I'm not sure if she's single or not, actually.
That kind
Oh,
of
wow.
hurts. That
Well,
kind of
She's not married, but I don't
But you
know if
would
she's
say
dating
that.
someone or not.
Okay.
But anyway, she's my only friend that can we can hang. Like we can hang with each other drinking wise. Most of my girlfriends can't hang. So it's a little scary that the two of us are going to Vegas because I feel like
Is it
neither one
just
of
the two
us
of
are
you?
going to be like, hey, we should probably
The responsible one
stop.
who helps you
We
get
don't
you
have
home.
that between
But we
the two
all
of us.
have safety in numbers. Like, hey, you can't break away from me. I can't break away from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Depends if Ryan Gosling's there, right?
Depends on that. If one of my lists is
But
there.
have you ever had to pull a friend like?
But we're
Yeah, I remember having to
Oh.
pull a friend off. Like we're looking for her, and next thing you know, she's on somebody's shoulders, and I'm like, "Yeah, we got to go. Like this is enough.
yeah.
Like
I'm probably not the we gotta go friend, honestly.
Jason
but
says, I'm intrigued. I am not intrigued. I promise. I was asking for
intrigued
more.
by what?
I guess about your
Chippendales.
single friend. That's what I was asking more so.
Oh, she's
completely content. I was asking more so, like levels of wildness.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, is she gonna
she just
disappear
will
and you'll
drink.
see her
No,
at lunch?
I don't think so
Okay.
with that. But I think we'll drink a lot and be, act crazy. But we're going to Chippendales Friday night, which I think Chippendales in Vegas. Like, I don't know. I think that's gonna be super fun. We're going
Do those dudes
like-
get naked though?
I've seen them before.
oh, okay.
This will not be my first
so-
Chippendales
You're not the first time.
experience.
You're from Atlanta, and
Yeah.
I remember bachelorette parties used to go over and they go to a
Before
place called
Nashville, yes.
Swinging Richards, right? And those dudes actually, they throw their junk out, right?
They get-
I don't know.
No, Chippendales don't expose
They're
themselves.
classier.
But it is you.
They leave a little to be desired.
Yeah, it's good.
They leave a little to the
So is this like the
imagination.
highlight? Do you have a better restaurant you're going to? Are you doing poolside?
We're doing
Or
poolside.
is Chippendales
We're doing
like?
Chippendales. We're doing poolside. She has hired a masseuse. We're doing Chippendales on Friday night. Her sister owns an IV bar, so that's good. We'll rehydrate with some IVs.
Perfect.
Then she's hired a masseuse to come to our place on Saturday to give us massages, and we're going to do brunch at one of the fancy
Fritz Law
bars.
says getting hog shoved in your face sounds like a riot.
Hey, it'll be fun. I mean,
Brittany hadn't dated in a while.
I wouldn't.
How does that work? Like,
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
do you get assigned seats,
But
or
I
how
don't
does
know.
that work?
No,
Like,
I
where
don't.
you-
Well, the last time I saw them, you didn't get assigned seats. I don't know.
I didn't know like how
I'm
far in the
excited.
crowd they came.
I broke out the ones today. Like I was
No,
making
you
sure
didn't.
I had
Ones?
some ones.
Okay, one. That is so 2000.
Oh my
You got to go
gosh.
fives
Oh,
at
I do?
least. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I can do
How do you
five. So
say
I'm
you're
not
from
that
Dude,
bad.
they're swinging dick. I mean, you got to give them more
Well, I
than
mean-
one.
How do you say you're from Birmingham without saying you're from
You give
Birmingham?
them
You
a
show
one?
them ones.
How do you say you're a single mom without saying you're a
I mean,
single
what
mom?
can you buy for a
Single
buck
mom.
anymore?
All right.
Well,
You
I'm
can't even go to
hoping
Taco
that-
Bell and order up their dollars
Well,
with
if
you.
there's
It's like,
200 people in the room and everybody gives them a one, they're
She's
gonna
gonna make it hail with some
Look,
change there
you
too.
gotta-
Just whatever's in the bottom of
the
the purse.
little not cute ones will get ones. The cute
Okay.
ones.
Okay.
You
He's throwing pencils at him.
have a pencil. Do you have a pencil? Oh, I see that you do. Never mind.
Brett from New Mexico, our resident truck driver, wants to know if your friend needs a designated chaperone.
We both might need a designated. I'm
No,
sweating.
don't throw
We
that
both
out to Brett.
might need a
I
designated
love it.
chaperone.
I
It's gonna be fun.
think you're gonna have a great time.
It's gonna be fun. I just hope I make it back and I don't know.
I'll just keep sending you stuff. On
It could be
Instagram.
really bad, but it could be really
I'll just
good.
keep
Some really funny comments over
Oh,
here.
I can't imagine.
Again, next round cocktail hour. We do it every Tuesday. Probably gonna have to do it like 1:15 next Tuesday. I'm trying to figure out when our flight is to Ocean City, Maryland. We'll keep you updated on that. Kelly Hunter, Brittany Wagner. Any
I like
comments,
that.
questions?
It's got a little bite
Hey,
to it.
so make sure you tune in next Tuesday because I will have just got
She'll be
back and I
Oh,
will
wow.
either be still drunk or.
Will
I
you
don't
tell
know.
us a legitimate story?
Absolutely.
Will you carry hand sanitizer with you after that? Like, will
I'm
you?
not
will
one
you
of
walk
those
out of there?
people that does
I mean,
all
like,
that stuff.
just after like Chippendales.
No, I'll probably be like, I want to
Oh.
keep the smell.
Jesus.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm sure they smell good,
If you
right?
get your car
Like
done.
they shower and oil all up.
You off a leash next week.
I know.
It's gonna
I can't
be
imagine.
quite interesting.
Tuesday's gonna be
You
good.
go get your car done and you're like, do you have a Chippendales fragrance that
Do
you can
you
put in
have
my?
I don't have any plans next Friday night. Will you wear a GoPro and just let me watch some of
Yes,
Well, yeah, you could go live. We'll send the iPad with you.
it's gonna be fun.
We'll send the iPad.
I'm
with
super
you.
excited. It's also like 120 degrees in Vegas, so I'm a little worried.
You'll be fine.
I'm gonna.
They got misters on
No,
the
People
sidewalk.
live there all the time.
Okay.
It's fine.
And really, you can pretty much walk from the majority of hotels to hotels inside. You don't really have to leave a lot of these places.
Is there any
Okay.
big event going on next weekend or no?
No, like we
Okay.
were gonna go try to see Adele, and it was $11,000
Yeah.
a ticket. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm out. All I have is one. So
Holy
I'm not
shit,
doing that.
11,000 a ticket?
Yeah, no,
The residencies are
like
insane.
nuts. I mean, we started looking because there's several residencies there that I would, kind of want to go to, but I'm not paying that. Like
Which
that's
is
nuts.
genius. I mean, if you're an artist and you can do your show in one
Yeah,
place
that's
every
crazy.
single day, and they've got you a
I
sweet
don't-
ass place to
There's
live.
no one I would pay that much money.
Right.
To
I
see.
like,
no one.
I was going to have to pay. It was about 10 grand for 2 Rams Super Bowl tickets.
I
2
wouldn't
years
pay
ago?
that. I don't think.
I didn't because
Yeah.
I'd gone Super Bowl 53 and I spent a lot there, but the one at SoFi was crazy. And I probably like the Rams more than anything outside my kids.
Right.
And I was just like, I can't do it. I can't justify
It's
this.
hard.
Yeah. No.
But I think that is like, I hope that's the part of your brain that's common sense that lingers
Probably,
deep in the
but-
recesses that catches you and goes,
But
But-
if I had fuck you money, then
Yeah.
things
Oh, yeah.
like that. I mean,
oh,
those are, and I love great concerts, and I'd love to see Adele. I think
I
she's
would too.
fantastic.
I would too.
But I mean, if she was gonna backstage, fly me to Vegas with her,
Yeah.
and put me on the album cover, I still don't think I'd do it.
play a tambourine. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, I get it.
Get me on stage, all that
Well,
kind of
We're
stuff.
not. That's why we're going to the Chippendales.
Then what-
Michael's right. I would probably still leave the game early after paying $10,000. Not during a Rams game.
Well, I was
Don't
gonna say,
leave it
what
at
if the
that.
Rams were losing? Would you say?
Well, so the last one was Super Bowl 53 against the Patriots, and we had all of 3 points.
Yeah.
Lost 13-3, lowest scoring Super Bowl in history. Of course, I pay a lot of money for. I stayed until it was over.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
my kids love to ask me,
Good
like,
for
if
you.
you could go back to the Super Bowl with the Falcons and the Patriots, would you go? And it's like, for the first 3 quarters, I absolutely
Oh,
would.
Brutal.
And then I would have.
I couldn't handle
Run it.
that because the Rams.
Anytime I still see the replays from
This
that,
is
I can't. That is PTSD for me.
This is embarrassing, and I don't think I talked about it on the air, but somebody was talking
exclusive?
about getting so emotional that they ended up crying, and I've never been to that point.
At a football game?
I think when my kids were born, I got close to
Mhm.
tearing up because it was just so overwhelming.
Right.
But I've never had that feeling outside of, this is so stupid, the Rams divisional game against Tampa Bay 2 years ago, and they were up, they were dominating the game. The game was over, and then Tampa comes and ties it with a minute to go. Stafford hits Cooper Kupp. They kick a field goal with no time left, win the game. And I was just so overcome with the roller coaster. I started crying.
Oh,
And I was like, this is so
Were
weird.
there edibles involved?
No, I went that whole Super Bowl run for every playoff game. I did not have a drink.
Wow.
present and you
I
in the
drank
moment.
non-
That's the
non-alcoholic
story
beers, yeah.
right there.
Yep. And when they
Wow.
won the Super Bowl, then I did pop a nice bottle of wine.
Absolutely.
But that was the first time I drank during the whole run.
Wow.
But I've never felt have you guys ever been emotionally overcome where you just
I have.
cry and you can't help it?
I have.
I took a couple of years ago. I took Layden to a playoff Braves game, and we were sitting in the outfield, and Acuna hit a grand slam to tie the game, and it was just the entire stadium was electric, just jumping up and down. Everybody's hugging each other. I'm hugging her, and it's one of those moments where you're so excited to be able to share with, at least with my daughter. I was like, you don't know how amazing this is, and she probably still doesn't care, but yeah, it's one of those where you're like,
Well, you're Braves like I am, Rams.
well, yeah, I know. And
You're
so-
Mississippi State like I am,
Yeah.
Rams.
Probably not.
Probably
which is
not,
going to be
which is
probably
good.
a fun year, right?
Yeah, no.
Non-alcoholic beer for people who just enjoy pissing. I actually like kind of the texture, and still it's a little different,
Never
but it's
had it.
close enough when you're
No,
not.
non-alcoholic beer. If
drinking.
you've ever been pregnant, non-alcoholic beer sucks because you drink it and you're like, this
I-
is no fun.
I had to go. This is bad that
Okay.
I'm saying this, but I had to go a month without drinking in order to get something I wanted. And so during that month, I drank non-alcoholic beer, and we went to a restaurant. I drank 6 at the restaurant non-alcoholic beers. And by the way, they charge the same price for non-alcoholic.
Yes,
Really?
beer.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
they do. And yeah, I know.
Ew.
Sorry, I'm very adamant about that.
Jason said he cried at the kick 6, tears of joy. I'm sure a lot of
Yeah,
people
there
did
were a
on that.
lot of you that did that. Yes, I mean I think it's those electric moments that when you are a fan,
I cried when Mississippi State won the baseball natty.
But see, it's like when you have
Yeah.
followed, especially if you follow a team and
And
you
I was
have
there.
been
It was
through
exciting.
the shit part of it.
Yeah.
I always say it's easy to cheer for Alabama, the Yankees, and at the time the Patriots.
Yeah,
Those are easy. But when you've been through,
especially roller coaster teams. And I think the
Yeah.
Rams are one of those big teams. And like I had said before the season started, if I can get one more championship, I saw one Super Bowl 34 in Atlanta. I was there. If I can get one more, I'm content for the rest of my life. Now, I'd love to have another one or two.
Well, I know.
But that was just so emotional for me because they're so hard to get.
Oh yeah, and I think that's when we do get so emotional is because you sat there through so many that you're just like, this team is you're ready to quit them.
Okay, we got about 10 more minutes or so here.
What have we not covered?
So I wanted to throw this out. Was yours the vacation question?
Mm-hmm. I saw it on Instagram.
No, this is interesting. Okay, so if I was to give you a free vacation to Hawaii, here's the catch. You got to take your boss from your former job with you, and you got to spend every single minute with them.
Hard no.
Would you go?
Fuck that. I've been to Hawaii. It's okay. Next. No, I mean, what about you? Former boss. Who was your former boss? If we had to go back
I had
to
so many bosses.
No. The one when you left radio. The one when you left AM FM radio.
Okay, I'm trying to think. I don't think we had a GM in place. Nope, we were going through a transition.
But what about your PD?
PD, I always like my PD.
PD was a good guy.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But like, if you, what about the guy who said you can't say his name?
Oh yeah. Kill Bill. No, not a chance. I mean, I'd take him out surfing. Drop some chum in there.
Hope to get the sharks after him or
see if a
volcano.
tiger shark is going to go for him instead of me.
What about you? Okay, and I'm not talking about here. I'm talking about Scuba, Mississippi.
My former boss at Scuba, Mississippi, I had to go on a vacation to Hawaii and spend every minute with him.
On the plane, in the hotels, on the beach, sitting at restaurants. And you can't name a place on earth that I would be willing to do that.
I mean,
no.
I think I could.
Like I could fly with
I'm
them
pretty
and just get like
I think
I'd get pilled up or something. We were talking about benzos and and freaking opioids during the show today. I'd do something like that on the flight, but as long as I didn't have to hang out with them once I got there.
What did I see that like ketamine is the new like fun drug at the Hamptons right now or something?
Oh my God. I had a bartender. There was a regular place I went to when I moved into my first house. I just got married. And I'd always get off work before my ex-wife. And so I would trot down the street. I could actually walk to the bar. And my bartender, she was super cool, but we would talk all the time. And like, she was younger than me and she was always telling me about her escapades. And she was like, this weekend we're doing ketamine. And I was like, I don't know what that is. She was like, Special K. And this is 20 years ago. And I was like, I don't know what Special K is. Well, it's a horse tranquilizer.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me get this straight. You're 100 pounds and you're going to put a horse tranquilizer in you. And I said, what does it do? And she was like, so awesome. And I was like, well, describe it. She was like, it's hard to describe, but it feels like you're in a cartoon. And I was like, I really don't want to be in a cartoon. Yeah. I'm cool.
Do you just go to sleep? Like what?
They call it you get in a K-hole, which I don't want to get in a K-hole.
I don't want to get in any hole like
I'm
that.
Good. I'm good. You're going to Chippendales. You need to have your presence about you. You need to have your wits. No ketamine. Don't let it.
So Michael says, when are you getting the Rams tat? To me, Dunaway's getting a tattoo on the air on Friday.
Shut. What is he getting?
Yes. Of what? Some Taylor Swift verse or something.
No.
Yeah. He wanted to do it in Nashville. He's finally got an opportunity.
Is this he lost a bet?
No,
he's like for real doing this.
Yeah. But I told my daughter before the Rams run, she was like, if the Rams win the Super Bowl, will you get a Rams tattoo? And I was like, yeah, sure, if they win the Super Bowl. But I kind of reneged on the bet.
Come on.
I just don't know.
You don't have a tattoo at all, do you?
She's addicted.
I'm the tattooed person.
Like I've seen more of the.
I'm about to get another one.
See, I'm a Aries too, so I've seen kind of the Ram/Aries tattoo. That's kind of like I don't know how to point in my hand. I think because I saw it on the hand, it's a lot smaller. I just don't know. I don't know where I'd put it.
There's
so many places.
I know. Well, that's the thing.
How tall are you?
You've got
a whole lot of area to cover.
They're not like, I mean, today I was at Publix and there was girls with like back of the calves, back of the neck, all up.
Yeah,
on the ears.
My server yesterday had tattoos.
I wouldn't mind getting one behind the ear. I want one right here, but I want it to be in white ink so you can only see it like when you're super tan or when there's like, weird lights.
Black lights.
Mm-hmm.
I heard one of the funniest lines comedian today. He's like, hey, to the girls who go out and get sleeved, that's awesome. Why did you not fix your teeth instead? I was like, good point.
Do I have bad teeth?
No, I'm just saying, like, but you're not sleeved either. So,
Stephen, LT, when you graduated from Homewood, I was 96. I was actually 90. Stephen, did y'all party at Overton Park? I was arrested and taken in at Overton Park just for drinking underage.
Stephen, I graduated in 96 too.
It happens. It's okay. We're old. We're old, and we.
Michael says, do it in the middle of your back.
Oh gosh.
There's nowhere.
I think about that.
Like your back, like right here.
Yeah, but as you get older, like it looks great on the guys you see like on Instagram and Facebook and everything where they've got them in there like that.
Yeah,
But you
dudes
think
that
about it as you're like 72.
Well, who was looking at you when you're 72? Who gives a
You're
shit?
you're still gonna go. You're going to the lake. You're going to the pool.
Yeah, but like by then, nobody
And
cares.
then be like, why do you have a Rams tattoo? Back in 2000, right? You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know.
Lisa, back from Germany,
Germany, explain.
said,
Lisa.
I saw Brittany on Netflix. I'm really a fan of hers, and that's how I ended up here.
Lisa.
Aww.
You're not the Lisa that I met in New Orleans from. I met a Lisa from,
there a
I
story
thought
there?
it was
Wow.
Germany. No, like I thought she was from Germany too, though. And I was just on Bourbon Street in New Orleans a couple years ago, and this couple stopped me and they were like, this is our first time in the United States. Like, we did this whole Southern tour because we watched Last Chance U and like made us like want to go to the South,
It looks
you know,
so
kind of
charming.
thing. Well, it just,
Yeah.
know, it's Southern America. I mean, Southern
We want to meet Buddy Stevens.
North America. No. Anyway, but her name was Lisa too. But I don't know. Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah, no,
That's sweet.
That's nice. We one time I
Never
was-
been to Germany.
we were hiking the Grand Canyon with some friends, and there was a group of German tourists in front of us, and I was like, oh, they were trying to pass us, and I was like, I'm sorry, we're lollygagging, and you could see them like pull out the book,
what is lollygagging mean?
and I was
It's
like,
not in
that
there.
is one of the most fun things I've ever done.
Did they ever
Stumped.
find lollygagging?
No, I don't think they did, but that was before you had a cell phone and you could like look it up.
If you
I-
had said they're dicking around,
yeah,
would
but
they
I
have
don't know,
found
but I
that?
was so proud that I had stumped the German tourists of lollygagging.
Okay, so that's going to do it for us. We'll be back next Tuesday. We're all agreeing 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
1
Let's do it.
o'clock.
I'll be packed up, ready to go to
I'll
Ocean
be
City.
hungover.
Make sure you
I'll be
continue
here.
to check us out all week on the next round 9 to 1
I know,
like.
especially because
Hey,
someone's got a
Dunaway
tattoo
was
that's
up.
live on the. What is the
It
verse?
feels like Dunaway was leaning against
It's
the door,
Dunaway.
right?
Dunaway is not looking
Jimmy.
at us.
Jimmy, what is the tattoo
What's
that you're
the
getting?
Taylor Swift one?
It's a shared tattoo I have with my daughter. She
Aw.
has one already, so
Okay.
I'm matching hers.
Oh wow!
She doesn't know yet, so
Oh,
I thought
I doubt she.
we
was.
talked about it on the air today.
we didn't talk about what I was getting.
Oh,
Okay, I'm sorry.
So
She doesn't watch.
She doesn't
I
watch.
we're,
We're good.
we're fine. I'm
Yeah.
just saying
Okay.
that's what it is.
Okay.
Is it gonna hurt?
Yes.
I would imagine it's needles.
How,
gonna hurt
how
a little
big?
bit.
Like, is it?
Oh,
Like,
it's just 2 words.
oh, 2 words.
2 words right here.
Is it scripted?
It's
Are you
gonna hurt a
get
little.
like big? Like, get a teardrop while you're at it.
Well, it's small letters, but hopefully they'll get bigger as I work out.
Uh-huh. Roll Tide.
There we go.
Those are the
Brown
2
told him he
words.
looks more cut up with his arm shaved.
Roll Tide.
Aw.
That's going to do it for
Jimmy
us,
D.
though. Again, like, subscribe. Special
Thank
thanks,
you.
Brittany, Kelly. Follow these two on all their social media channels. Appreciate you guys tuning in.